excited and thank you for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
I'll be asking 3 questions. So here's the first question. Why should we hire you when we have applicants with more experience or better credentials?
That's a very good question. And I'll tell you something. I've been a hiring manager myself for a very long time. And over the years, I've learned that, when you're competing for a position, uh, you have to give your best shot because you don't know how your competition looks like. On paper or in your mind, you might be the best candidate. You tick all the boxes, but then there might be somebody else who might be more qualified in a way. So, you know, you have to prepare yourself to give your best shot, and then just see what happens. So, for this position, they definitely might be better candidates in credentials or having more experience. But what I bring to the table is the multitude of companies that I've worked over the years in information technology. Um, I started my journey in telecommunications. Then I moved to also before that I also worked for a contact center. But then from telecommunications, I worked in hotel management. From hotel management to higher education, now to healthcare. So I bring this value to this any organization moving forward because having worked in multiple sectors or industries within IT, that makes me a strong candidate. Also, I feel that having led multiple teams, across different areas within IT, that makes me a very suitable candidate for what you all are looking for. Because it's leadership is not just about how you can do your job. You have to work with your team. So I built a really good relationship at my previous jobs as well, where I got along with my peers, and then same thing with subordinates, and I thrive in that condition or situation where there's any team involved. So from a team perspective, I am that leader that you're looking for, that can lead any type of team moving forward.
Thank you. My second question is, how do you think that you can contribute to this company?
To piggyback off my first answer, I would say just having the knowledge of multiple industries within IT leadership. I think that makes me a really good candidate. And what the research I've done about your organization, and I've came across people in general who work with your organization, and they speak highly of the culture because um, the compensation, everything, those things are good, but at the same time, culture is what people stick towards, or kind of like gel them together. If the culture is bad, then or toxic, then people don't last. So, like in my current company, I've been in my company for 7 years. I've got my team members well over 10, 15 years because the culture is such, and um, that they're looking forward to the job on a daily basis. So that's the value that I bring in. That's a contribution that I can bring into any organization where I make sure that my team is very well put together. They are all on the same page because, as you know, people are with different mindset and different thought process. It's hard to bring them on the same page. But me, as a leader, and I believe in that I'm a sort of a servant leader. I'll do myself first before asking anybody else. So I gel them together and make sure that they're taken care of because ultimately I'm working for them. They're not working for me because if they're doing a good job, it's that means I'm doing my good job better.
Excellent. Here's my last question. Tell me about a time when you solved a difficult problem.
Uh, um, as you can imagine, you know, everybody goes through a lot of problems in any job capacity. But one thing that comes to mind more recently is yes. So recently we switched over. I was heading this project about switching the wireless SSID, which is a network, from one to another. So I was tasked to lead that project. In the initial testing that we did with one site, everything was working fine. We had planned as such that for employees to get to this new SSID to connect their phones, we had built a QR code, make it very easier, knowledge-based article, communication was sent, also sent instructions on how to make calls via internet because of poor cell phone connectivity. But 1 week into the project, we ran into some technical issues. Even though the testing was done and everything was came out positive, but somewhere something went wrong where all the connections, all of them could not, like the users who had already got on the new network could not connect, and they couldn't connect to any wireless network on any of the access points that we had. So we had to track back, and because of that new SID, that caused kind of like a ripple effect on the other SID that were available. We had to really take a back seat and then figure out what went wrong, where it did go wrong. So I was working with our network team on trying to solution this more efficiently, because this was impacting our executive leadership team as well, our CEO and the COO. So it was a really good learning opportunity, but thankfully after putting our heads together on a solution, I think we were down for about a day most, where users couldn't connect to a network on their cell phone devices. So by the way, this did not affect productivity in a way that all the machines were already connected and then they had no issues, but these were all personal devices. So we had to really think on our feet and come up with a solution. And I'm glad we did, and it was a great learning opportunity.
Thank you again for your time today. It was very nice meeting you.
Thank you for having me, and I hope that I'm going to be hearing from you very soon. Thank you.